Aloha! Welcome back to the Real Trash Podcast. I'm so excited to be with you guys again on another episode. I'd like to introduce myself today on the Real Trash Podcast episode today. Hi, my name is Noah James Markham. I am from Honolulu, Hawaii. And yes, we talk about trash subjects from politics to Disney news to celebrity news, and sometimes we talk about usually my daily week and how my week has been. And so, yes, welcome to the Real Trash Podcast. And yeah, also we talk about the number one subject on my podcast. Every time I get on this podcast, we talk about this every time I get on this podcast. That is my number one subject I want to talk about on my podcast every time I come on here. It is disability. And I would like to introduce myself more into that, and also people be more aware about this subject. It's a big subject that people just like to wishy-washy data, but it's a big subject that people should learn and accept. Just like somebody in the LGBTQ plus community. Now, I'm not saying that it's both in this, it is in that community, but it's a different community by itself. I want people to know that too. Um, and yes, so yes, my name is Noah James Markham. I'm from Honolulu, Hawaii. And yes, I was 1998. I was diagnosed with hard of hearing. I have hearing loss, so I have to use hearing aids and be able to hear other people that talk just like me. Also, I learned sign language when I was very young too. Um, and yeah, so I can communicate with deaf people. I can understand what they're signing too. So it's really cool to be able to have that connection with deaf people and be able to communicate that too with my best friend. Also, I am on the autism spectrum, the autistic spectrum. Um, and yeah, I have learning disabilities, so I may have to learn a little differently in the classroom to the testing area, but that doesn't mean I cannot do the job that other people can do too, or work, or in the classroom, or things like that. So it depends. And yeah, so thank you so much for being here on the Real Trash Podcast episode. Welcome to another podcast episode today. We are going to be talking about this week, since we did not do it on Sunday. So if we don't get my podcast episode on Sunday, then we'll do it Monday. So just want to remind you guys that if we do not do our podcast episodes on Sunday and I don't upload on Sunday, then we would switch to Mondays. And so just watch out. It may be Sunday or Mondays that I will have my podcast episode up. So this week we're going to be talking about the week of the 9th through the 14th. Yeah, the 8th through the 14th, or the 9th, yeah, the 9th through the 14th. And how my week was through that December 9th through the 14th of December 2024. And so, wow, it's been crazy that past week. What did I do last week? I did some exciting things. I think I want to talk about one thing that I did that last week. It was on Wednesday, or no, it was on Thursday. I did a podcast episode last week. Not a podcast. Look, I'm going not podcast episode. But I had a great time last week, and I had gone with my best friend Judith, and we went with her son, and we went to a consumer party that I get to go to, a holiday party. This holiday party was okay. It was not what I expected. It was fun. It was good. then we have some trees, we have some trivia day there, um, and so different kinds of disabled people were there, and it's really reigniting. And the best part about that is it feels great to be able to have that sense of community that belongs, right? And so that is the best part about going to these events. I think there's few events in the year. They have a Halloween party. This I literally like to go to a Christmas party. This one was a little different this year. I was a little bored, but I think the best part about that Christmas party was being with my friend and being with my nephew. I call him my nephew. He's not my blood or anything like that, but pretty close since I've known my friend for so long, for almost it's 15 years. I do call him very close to my nephew. He is my nephew. Um, so yeah, and it's just very be able to see him grow 1 year already. It's just like time flies really fast, and be able to spend that time with him and Judith. I don't get that time to always spend time with my best friend. And so it's nice to be able to do that when I can do it with my friend and with her fiance and their families and her family. So it's just the best gift I could ever have too. Um, Even though we have ups and downs, right, in our lives too, and the friendship that I think a lot of people would like to have is this kind of friendship we have had over the years. And so that's great too. Um, and yeah, so it was great. There was interpreters there too, um, to interpret too. And I think, some interpreters, they get kind of confused because they think I'm just going to focus on them the whole time in when they're interpreting, right? And so they get confused because they think I'm just fully deaf, right? And I cannot communicate with regular people, just hearing people that talk every day. Um, and so I think people get confused. The interpreters, especially, I think they get confused that they're the main source that I need to look at, and I'm not deaf. I can talk to regular human beings, hearing people without having an interpreter, but it's great to have an interpreter. So I think they think that I'm just there to always look at the interpreter, but I like to look at the hearing person too. And so I think they get this encouraged because the interpreter thinks I'm the only one that needs to be the one that I need to look at right now. I'm the one you need to look at. Don't pay attention to the hearing person, but they don't understand that I like both. And I think they think that's weird, and I think that needs to be talked about a lot too, because I'm one of those that a little differently. I'm different. I like both. And sometimes I like to pay attention more to the speaker than the sign language interpreter. And you should accept that, sign language interpreters, and don't feel offended by that. Okay. Okay. But yeah, so it was great for my deaf friend because she loved it. And I was like, yes, it's great to have, because if I don't know what I'm saying, she can communicate to the deaf, to the interpreter. Judith can, and saying what is he saying or what is going on. That's what's good about that interpreter for her. So I love that. That was great to have, and be able to spend that time with them again. It's always good to be able to do that on the holidays, even though the year has been crazy, and what a crazy year it's been already. And I can't believe we're almost out of 2024 already. It's really close, and we are very close to getting to Christmas. Mele Kalikimaka. Mele Kalikimaka is the thing to say on a bright Hawaiian Christmas day. That's the island greeting that we send to you from the land where palm trees sway. Here you know that Christmas will be green and bright and sunny on the heavens and stars at night. Melikilikimaka is Hawaii's way to say Merry Christmas to you. Yes, okay, yay! Oh my God, almost close to Christmas time, and it's getting ramped up now. So more holiday parties, more um, gatherings together, and you may go to a church, or you may go to a Catholic sermon, or you may go to a Mormon sermon, or you may even be going to a different kind of sermon. You may be going to a Buddhism service for Christmas. So I don't know, but please go celebrate with your families. Please spend that time, that great time with the family. And I had a question from my sister, Ashley. She asked me something, and it was more about, like I told her the best thing about it is she asked me, wow, you love Christmas so much. And I said, yes, I love Christmas because it's the best time out of the year that I get to decorate the Christmas tree. I get to have a Christmas tree. There's all these beautiful lights. I love it. Santa Claus is here, and you get to watch Christmas movies. It's my favorite time of the year. Hot cocoa. You get to have presents. It's the end of the year. I think I love. This is my favorite time of the year to be able to celebrate. To get through almost the whole year. Almost getting through the whole year. Only a few more weeks until the next year. But yeah, so it's a great time, and I get to spend time with the family and my friend, and I get to spend time, it's just the bondingness. And if you don't get to have that, go find a friend that may do that, and go find something out there that you can spend time with. Go get a friend if you can. But yeah, so I also last week, I got a little gift from my friend, my other friend that I've known for years too, and from high school. And she left Arizona. I can't remember when she left, but yeah, she left. I think in my sophomore year. I think we met in my sophomore year. She was a junior. But yes, we met and we were One Direction fans, and we've always been so close friends in high school. And even though we didn't have the same lunch together or anything, we always kept in connect with each other. And she got me a card, and it's so cute, the card. And I love it. And it says, Noah, I hope you have a great Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Well, it says Happy New You. Happy New Year. I think that's what it says. I am so glad you're my friend. I miss you so much. Love, Elizabeth. I love it so much. It's so cool to be able to have this little Christmas gift and little Christmas card, and from across, from a different state, sending me a Christmas gift. I need to send her a card or something too. I might have to do that. I need to do that. But yeah, so this was a great Christmas gift to have, and just having that friendship too. And I'm building another friendship that maybe you guys get to know later on in the podcast, later on in my life. I'm still figuring that one out, So it's been pretty crazy this week, and I'm just thankful to the friends and the family that I've had. And I think I always think about this stuff, and it's not something that I'm trying to be rude about. I think anybody dealing with addictions or any kind of problems you have, right? And this week I've just really thought about it, or just a lot of through the weeks, and I want people to realize that we need to take care of ourselves first before we go and help somebody else. And I think that's a big thing that we need to know, is to be able to take care of ourselves first. And then you can go take care of somebody else, right? And that's the biggest thing I've learned from my counselor, is you need to be able to take care and do something for yourself before you go and do something else for somebody else. And whatever problems you're going through in your life, you may have to deal with those problems first in your life, and examine your life, and maybe talk to a counselor, talk to friends, or anything in your life. And some people cannot do that and be able to examine what is going on in with your life, or what you need to do better, what you need to do to improve your life, or made to make it happier, or what makes you sad, or makes angry, or just you have to assess and figure out your life first. And then that's when you can, once you figure out happiness and peace in your life, then you can go and help somebody else. And it may be harder when you're trying to figure it out your own self still, and you're trying to help somebody else. And that's the hardest part, I think. And I love that people like to do that and try to help other people out. But it also affects somebody else when you haven't helped your own self, right? With whatever you're dealing with in your life. And I think you need to find that kind of peace for yourself before you go and help another person with an addiction or a problem. You need to figure what is best for you to keep your core good and happy. And that's what I've been thinking about this week. And I think through the whole year, that I think a lot of people don't understand that I'm a disabled person, but also I'm very happy. I always smile. And I think everybody has their own problems too. And I want you guys to know that too. But some people like to fake it off and just, smile, or just think but everybody has some kind of problem. But that's a big thing. And I hope you will think about this too, because it is a big, and it's a big thing for everybody, I think. And that's a topic I want to talk about this week too, that I've been thinking about, I think, through the year and through just today, that please take care of yourself before you go and take care of somebody else. And it may be hard, and that's another setting that boundary of trying to set that boundary to be able to help yourself first, right? Do what you need to do to make you happy. And that's from saying no to something, or that could be hard. Saying no to something that you would love to help somebody out with. Or just saying it quietly in your head, not even have to say it out loud. But setting that boundary really helps too. And I hope that you take a lesson from that. That take care of yourself before you go take care of somebody else. So I hope you have a great rest of your week. And I will see you the next week, on Sunday or Monday, this coming up. Sunday or Monday coming up for the next podcast episode. So thank you for being here on the Real Trash Podcast episode. I will see you guys on the next Real Trash Podcast episode. And thank you for subscribing to my YouTube channel. Thank you for watching my YouTube videos. Thank you for watching my YouTube reels. And let's keep on going with this podcast. And we're going to keep on talking about more issues through the week and every weekend. I may have to start doing 2 a week. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I just thank grateful that I'm able to do this every weekend, be able to, from trashy subjects or even just through my life, what is going in my life, that I can talk to you guys and what a disabled man is going through their life. A hard of hearing man, what is he going through his life? An autistic man, autism man, you know, learning disability. It just goes on the list, right? But oh yeah, and then one more thing I forgot to talk about. And I think now that the doctor had an evaluation and somebody that can give me an evaluation for my autism. So we're getting that assessed, and then stuff for the food. I gotta get stuff for my food and testing done for my stomach. Oh, there's other things that need to be get done, but it's slowly getting things done, assessments and evaluations, and yeah. So, but yeah, thank you for being here. And at the end of my YouTube videos, my podcast, the Real Trash Podcast, what do I say at the end of my videos, y'all? Always be yourself. I'll see you guys next time on the next Real Trash Podcast. And enjoy your week. Love y'all. Bye-bye. See you later. Bye.